Right, welcome back to another Supernatural Convention video. We're here today with SPNNOLA. SPNNOLA 2021. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles Gold Panel. I'm excited, as I always am. I hope you guys are excited too. You excited? You? I hope you're excited. Yeah, so this one is somewhere. Does it tell us where it is? Someone let me know where this one is. However, this is half an hour of goodness, and I'm excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit here, just like we did with the last one. We're going to go through it. Links are in my description if you want to help support myself and the channel. The links to Gail's channel is also in the description for the original video, so make sure you go over there. She uploads loads of these conventions and stuff, and it's awesome. So thank you for doing that. It allows people like myself and others who can't get to conventions and things like that to be able to sort of witness it and feel like we're there as well. So, without further ado, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Sorry, that was so loud in my ears. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Sorry.
Missed you. Oh, so great to be back, and so happy to have the boys with us again. We've been on tour now for a couple of months, and we really, if we ever thought we took it for granted, now we're so grateful to be back, so grateful to have you with us. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Thank you so much for being our beloved gold attendees. And we're going to bring the guys on right now. Let's have a warm welcome for Jared and Jensen. Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki.
Don't you cry no more. Banger.
Good morning, Nolans. You can do it better.
NOLA?
NOLA.
Nolans?
Oh, New Orleans. Sorry. New Orleans.
When we got done yesterday, all the restaurants, I guess Saturday and the world's opening back up, so all the restaurants were like, yeah, we'll have something in like 2 hours or 3 hours. And I was like, do I just fucking call Bacchus and have him make a call for me? Hey, man. Like where you guys
It was, this wasn't this trip, and I may have told this story, but I'm going to tell it again. So, the last time we were in New Orleans, and I took an Uber somewhere, and I had to sit in the front seat with a few people, and the guy driving was like, "Man, you look familiar." And I was like, "My name's Jared Padalecki." No, and somebody from the back, I forget who we were with, but it was like, that's Dean from Supernatural. And the guy was like, "I don't know what that is." And then my wife was in the car, she said, "It's Bacchus." And he goes, "Oh, damn! You're the king!" Sure am. It's a thing here. It's a thing. How's everybody doing?
Someone's going to need to explain that to me. I don't know the reference.
Who's the first?
Also, I look so HD today. Damn, camera's decided to focus for once. Sorry.
Holy shit. Who started watching this show during pandemic?
No. What were you raising your hand for?
Watched it when it first started airing.
Oh, when it first started airing?
Yeah.
How many people started watching it, 16 years ago?
Gosh. I know.
Okay. Thank you. Whatever. She said, I was only 5 years old. So was I.
I wasn't even conceived yet. Well, thank you all so much. We missed you guys.
And welcome all the newcomers. That's you guys couldn't think of anything else to do on a Sunday afternoon? Is that
Come look at
Slim Pickens?
our old faces.
You're good? Solid.
Nice.
Solid.
Do what at the brewery?
South by at the brewery.
All right. Jeez.
They rehearsed that.
That was in stereo.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Well, technically we do, but they're pizza pies.
Okay, that's...
He's like,
It's not the same. Not the same.
ain't gonna
I'm
cut
just
it.
gonna go back in time and not watch it anymore. Well, let's, shoot, you guys have been waiting. I see a hand already. I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. I think you had a question, not just waving? Okay. Every now and again, we'll be here, and I'll be like, okay, so who has a question? So I'll be like, hi. No, I was just waving. So,
Hi, I'm Patty.
hi, Patty.
I wanted to know, Jensen, how can we get your beer to New York?
Oof. Well,
Beard or beer? Beer.
drive from Austin to New York. It's probably the best way. No, we're still, you know, self-distributing right now, so we're only covering a very small portion of even Texas at this point.
Yeah, as much as Texas is not for a lot of regulations,
We are. There's a few places. There's a few places in San Antonio.
the Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission is pretty strict. Like,
Yeah.
there are a lot of loopholes you gotta jump through to do anything.
Yeah, a lot of red tape. We're probably close to getting in bed with a distributor at this point, so when that happens,
Any distributors out there?
yeah.
I see 2 hands. See, I got 5, 6, 7.
So when that happens, there might be more likely to get it in New York. But we'll see, hopefully soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Woo! What a question.
Oh, right here. Yeah, you. Well, we'll get you a mic.
Hi. So, recently I was at Rhode Island Comic Con and ran into Jesse Usher and asked him for some info on you. I hear you have a good party trick, Jensen, that you can, he said I should ask you to chug a beer? Or shotgun a beer.
Just shotgun a beer?
Yes.
It is New Orleans. All right, bring out the beer.
Is he about to shotgun a beer? Surely not.
Tricks too.
Wait, Jesse told you that did I shotgun a beer?
Apparently more than one if you don't remember.
This sounds like me. Yeah.
If you grow up in Texas, at some point in time, you
Bit of a rite of passage.
Yeah, it is sort of a rite of passage.
But should probably go away once you hit 40, and then it clearly hasn't. So, thanks, Jesse. Yeah, I'm sure I did that once or twice, or maybe even 7 times.
It's a fun night.
In front of Jesse. Yeah, that whole cast is a lot of fun. They have almost as much fun as we have, but not quite. Not quite. Yeah, I had a good time. All right.
I'm gonna stay on this side. I'm gonna go the farthest.
I thought he was actually going to shotgun a beer there.
That's you, yes.
That would have been a madness. My guy, you're at work.
We're here.
Hey, it's
What's
Sophia.
up, girl?
Jensen, I went to Acme Oyster Bar last night. Turns out I like oysters. Who knew?
Where'd you go?
Acme Oysters down
Right?
in Prince Quarter.
Charboiled, Acme
had
Oyster
both.
House. Some charboiled oysters.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Have you ever had sweet potato beignets? It's so good.
Sweet potato beignets.
It says sweet potato and duck, but there's no duck that I could see.
Is it like sweet potato and then like?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but it was.
He's so funny. He's just naturally funny.
I think so,
Nah, it's
but
cooked in duck fat.
go there. It's a mouth gas.
Is that also Acme?
No, it's SO.B.
So
SO.B. S-O.B.
Okay, I have another suggestion for you.
Okay.
So last night, I went to Tipitina's, which is it's an institution here in New Orleans. It's a music venue place. And went there, saw a little bit of a show, and I was like, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta get out of here. But just outside the door, right across the street, in the median of the road there, was a guy with a big giant smoker who makes his own sausage and cooks them right there on this, I don't know how old the grill was. And my friend who lives here in New Orleans is like, you've got to try this. I'm like, no, it's street food. I'm good. And I just had dinner.
Some street food is really, really
You
good.
need- I'm sorry, I'm not taking you home unless you have. Like, fine. One, it was a religious experience. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it was like...
What time was this?
Like 1? Gosh. 1 this morning? And it was, listen, my wife's here, and I don't do well with a curfew when she's around. It's just, she's kind of in charge, so that's what happens. But I'm glad that this happened, because it was phenomenal. So if you find yourself at Tipitina's any night in the near future, look for this fella making his own sausage. Oh.
Well, she said she's going to tell my cousin's son that he's going to have a new girlfriend so she can have all the food down here.
Well, there you go. Any excuse is a good one.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, let's go in the back there. Okay, yeah, you're pointing to somebody else, which I like that method. That's nice.
Supernatural tends to give us like flawed parents who are also heroic, and I'm wondering now that Sam's a dad, what do you think his strengths and weaknesses are as a parent?
Sorry, what? I caught half that.
Now that Sam's a dad on the show, what do you think his strengths and weaknesses would be as a parent?
Good question, good question.
Parents tend to be flawed people.
Got it.
I still don't catch it.
Now that Sam is a father,
Yes.
what do you think Sam's strengths and weaknesses are, since parents on Supernatural tend to be flawed?
I see. Well, we all know how Sam is flawed. Sam's dead now as a father. So, his strengths
Very flawed.
He's
God's sake.
So, I think...
What an absent father you are.
sucks being dead.
Spectacular, I love
feel
it.
like, I hope that Sam, and I figured and thought that Sam would have tried to take the best
I think Sam would have been
all
a
of
good
these
dad.
wonderful characters, his brother most of all, that he learned throughout the years.
A sensitive
and
dad.
really supportive and patient and kind father. But I'm sure he still has demons. I'm sure he still didn't sleep too well. And he probably told Dean Jr. to read too many books so that he could kind of take after Sam.
And gave him a 45 to keep
Gave
him
him
his
45.
pillow.
Thanks for bumping the night. But thank you. That's me. Right there. Another pointing and a pointer and a pointed at. Behind you.
That's the new method, guys.
Behind you.
Pointing with
Behind you.
pointers,
The
sir.
one where you face the other direction. Yes, that one.
Look, where do you face the other direction?
It's early.
No, behind you. The other behind you. The one where you face the other direction. Oh, that one.
That's all I think of.
Got it.
First I wanted to thank you both for the finale. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. You both were amazing.
Just say for the finale.
On camera as well.
Yes.
Lots of ugly crying.
But what I wanted to ask is, whatever happened to the rich jumpers that went on down to Brazil? What are they doing? I would love to see them on a hunt.
Oh, the rich character. Oh, yeah. The alter ego.
Oh, right, the alter egos.
They're probably,
We called them Bizarro Sam and Dean.
yeah. They're probably somewhere looking at themselves in the mirror.
The Bizarro Chesters.
I can't remember.
Bizarre Chesters.
I can't remember which one I'm talking
That's a
about.
good question.
I'm just going to need to watch it all again. It's the only option.
Yeah, it was fun for us too.
Okay, good. Because we tried to have.
You leaned into that one pretty good.
I had to.
It was-
I knew it was coming, and I was like, I'm going to get all the silly nonsense out.
You made it difficult for me. A few of those takes. Just look over it, like, whatever you do with your face, I was just like,
At least,
what's he doing with his face?
at least
I
I
can't.
At least I didn't tip my chair over.
This is true. Yeah. The bad thing is with that, the tipping of the chair, happened accidentally the first time, and then they were like, yeah, do that every time. And then it just doesn't work like naturally to like tip your chair over. Anyway, I don't know what they're probably at some internet cafe. Drinking an oat latte.
Either that or the real Santa Dean took care of them before they went to that bar. So, no. I want some dude that looks like me in a purple suit. That just pants came up to here. I was like, there's a lot of ankle showing. Is this cool? Is this all right? Is this all right? Good job. All right. Thank Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the finale.
Yeah, they're shopping at outlet malls right now. That's what they're doing. Okay, all right. Okay, hey, all right. How about the guy who's angry with me? Yeah. Yeah, you. All right. No, the other guy that's saying, yeah, come on. It's everybody.
All right, what are the best tacos?
He's like, this whole row hates you, dude. You don't have pie, it's a brewery. Get it together.
Best tacos in Texas and why?
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a difficult question.
I mean,
Just pick a city.
well, Austin. Yeah, I'm gonna say Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, and not just because we're biased, but that's why we moved there.
You know what? Austin does have the best tacos in Texas. I'm going to go with this place that I would go to every day, basically, almost, that's hyperbole. There's a place on O'Connor Road in San Antonio, where I grew up. Go O'Connor Road, yeah. Cliff, keep an eye on that one. There's a place called Tejas Cafe, and they would have these giant homemade flour tortillas, and I think when I was growing up, it was like 85 cents, and it was a giant tortilla with bacon and egg or trees and egg or potato and egg. And we would go, my brother and I, we grew rapidly in our high school years. We were very hungry, and so we would go and get all this salsa, and like 5 or 6 tacos that are giant, and then it'd be like, hey, let's go to Schlitterbahn. And then you get to Schlitterbahn and you're in a bathing suit and you're like, these tacos ain't sitting too well. I don't know if I trust the bathrooms, but the
Schlitterbahn is a water park.
Yeah.
For those of you, yeah. I don't Schlitterbahn. What is
You know,
it?
so long story short, the moral of my story is don't have 6 tacos and go to Schlitterbahn, but you can have 6 tacos and go for a nap.
I have been caught out on a water park after having a lot of food before. That is an experience that I wouldn't even wish upon my worst enemy.
So I'm gonna go with just because also it's, as a matter of fact, when they made beers for us, season 1, they asked us to think of funny names or something meant something to you. And my beer was called Larkler Tejas, and it's because of Tejas Cafe. It's because of the tacos at Tejas Cafe.
Aww,
so
that's nice.
Yeah. Go O'Connor. But I want to hear. You say, well, you do Taco Deli or Torchy's. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah,
I'm trustworthy.
There's some really good. I would probably go Taco Deli.
Yeah.
In Austin.
Yeah, Taco Deli's great.
It's always solid.
I would like to go with somebody who's not angry at me. Anybody? Okay. I see 2 hands in the back. There were 2 hands. They just went down. She got tired. Or were you smelling your armpits? Yes, you with the fingers. Just because it's blurry, and I'm like, well, just so we see.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
First, I just wanted to say thank you all because of your show. I met my best friend online. We came here together. So also, Jensen, this is for you really quick. It wasn't me, but did you see the shirt with Daniil on it that said the best thing about Ackles was his wife, and how did you feel about it?
Well, I feel like the framing was a little off because I literally got cut out of the photo, which, well done, I suppose. It's a nice little like accent on the whole shirt. It's literally say like Daniil's better, and I get cut out of the photo. Which, okay, I got it. Thank you. I appreciated it. And I may have mentioned it to her, and she may be coming by this afternoon, so. Woo! Just to see that shirt, so if you don't have it on, put it on. It's on, you have it on? Looking for you later. Okay, right here, who thought she got called a second ago, but yeah, there you go. Yes. Keep your hand up, Right, nope, keep coming. The other, keep coming. Stop.
It's family-friendly show.
Hi, my name is Summer.
Hi, Summer.
I asked this question to Jared last night, and he gave a great answer.
Whoa!
I swear, he gave a great answer, but it's something important that I really wanted to talk about, and that is talking about why Dean's death was not him giving up, but accepting his point in the story.
Why Dean's death?
That was not giving up.
It's not because Dean is always known for never giving up and always keep fighting and keep living, and why he didn't take the opportunity to have Sam help him and go to, get an ambulance, and why
She
he
didn't
wasn't
like my
giving
answer.
up.
Are you looking for another answer? Is that it?
Well, you're
Precious own. I have two thoughts on this. One is, and this is something that we heavily discussed.
I think he just knew it was past the point of return. In my opinion, he just knew that it didn't matter what they did, he couldn't get help. That's my take on it.
During the filming of
Let's see what they say.
Said scene was that physically and logistically, we were playing the fact that it had the rebar had positioned itself in a way that if I was taken off of it, then it would be instant death.
Yes.
So that it was like basically holding my lungs together, holding my torso together, which if you took me off of that, then it would just, I would be gone in seconds. So that's kind of how we had to play that in order for it to make sense, so that he didn't go and run and get an ambulance or go and get the medic bag and Impala and go into triage mode.
The only other thing would be to cut the rebar off behind him, keep it in him, and then see if that would have worked. But obviously,
so that's how we
movie
answered that question on the day and logistically, but more kind of in theory of why Dean didn't struggle so much. I mean, there was like he was not happy that he was stuck on a post in the middle of a barn. And in fact, I think there was something I added there, which was I just yelled. I forget what I said, like damn it, or just like damn it. Like that was not scripted, but I just feel like he would have been like, I wasn't prepared for this right now. But once it settled in that this was happening, I think, and we talked a little bit about this in the meet and greet yesterday, that there, and I think they mentioned that you talked about it too, about how much time had elapsed between the God showdown and the barn scene. And I think, I always assumed it was several years had gone by. And so they had been living in basically their ideal setting for several years. They beat the big bad, they saved the world, they saved themselves, they were doing what they love, they were in a routine that made sense. Everything was, they'd found their sweet spot. And I feel like that played into Dean's acceptance that he had made it. He was okay because he got to where he needed to go. And he was there and had been living there for a while. And that was what he needed in his life. And he kind of found it. And so I think it was easier for him to say the few things that he needed to say to his brother at the end.
I guess I have a dark sensibility because I was like, it was quick. They drove home from God and got killed.
You said it was like 5 years.
5 years.
You said it was 5 years.
5 years.
Between what and what?
Between the God showdown and the barn scene. That we had been living in that routine for like 5 years of like going on hunts and
That's not enough years.
all
Alright, fine. You were quick. Hi, everybody. She's doing prom wave.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if you two lovely gentlemen would mind showing us an elbow?
I have a pointy elbow.
You want to see my weenus? We barely know each other.
I don't mind.
Thank you for your question.
This is not strong enough. I'm sure that means something in like the TikTok world that I don't know.
No, it was a...
Ask DJ.
I don't get it.
Oh, DJ's involved? Yeah, definitely not showing them.
Thank you for the question. I'm going to find out what that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out from DJ after I punch him. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, what have I just done then by showing my elbow? Have I done something dumb? If I have, don't take that out of context.
All right. There's like 7 hands pointing at
Just an elbow. I'm confused.
There you go. That's it. It's like an octopus.
I'm very confused.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
First, I just want to thank my team over here for 5,000 hands pointing at me. But I have a really serious question. I just want to know what kind of coffee y'all are drinking. And it's to take care of the dog.
That's a good question. I think it's just a non-fat latte.
Black coffee.
Wait, you don't know what you're drinking?
Vanilla non-fat latte. I've been getting the same thing for 13 years, and so whenever I ordered it back in Chicago Con 2010. Yeah, but it's good. It's got a little bit of sugar. Thank you.
Straight up black coffee. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah.
This is a Jameson latte?
Gail,
An Irish coffee, I see.
But you can also have afterwards. Yeah, sorry.
Hi, I'm Bill from New Orleans.
You're also Gail?
Bill.
Bill from New Orleans.
That was funny. That's Gail. I was like, that's...
My wife and I are huge WWE fans as well. And that episode, Beyond the Mat, when he wrestled or played with the Miz. How was that episode for you?
Well, first he was lovely. We had a really good time working with him. And then our buddy Alex, who played, I forget the character's name now, but the other star wrestler that Dean was so excited to see. I mean, that was just one of those episodes and one of those storylines that we really have fun doing, because it's it's a little bit out of the norm when we do things like that. So we really eat those up. I liked it. I will say
they're both great guys. They're both big old scary guys
who are just sweethearts. Yeah.
Yeah. Padalecki was a heavyweight boxer in Canada for many years, and he and Tomo still kickbox and train together. And Paul Lazenby, he was like a mixed martial artist in Japan. Like, he's been all over the place, even before the UFC started. And they're the scariest guys and the kindest guys you could ever hope to know and call friends.
Yeah, I think in my experience, like those trained fighters, those guys that have like really been in it and understand that world, tend to be like the sweetest, gentlest souls. Like it's like they don't have to puff their chest up because they know
prove
they
it to anyone.
It's really like I find that more often than not when I meet like fighters or trained boxers. It's like they're like the most like calm and cool and collected folks, and
they pull their hair back and they have cauliflower hair, and you're like,
not messing with me. Nope. Respect. Yeah, but that was a fun episode. Thanks.
Are you looking at us, Cliff? Okay.
He can't see that far, man.
He only sees movement.
He doesn't have his glasses on.
If you don't move, you won't see.
Like a T-Rex.
Velociraptor.
Actually, a Velociraptor can see. It's the T-Rex that has his base of movement. God, get it right. Fitting right in with the Twitter crowd now, aren't I?
Well, you thought you were in Hale, isn't it? Yeah, Hale.
I'm getting cancelled now.
Look at that. You don't have to run.
My channel, I don't give a shit.
So my question is, I was curious how you think Sam would have reacted on Dean Jr.'s 6-month birthday.
He didn't leave the room, let's put it that way. I thought I remembered wrong. Yeah, I think Sam was very aware of what still goes bump in the night, and I think Sam did some stuff in his years behind the scenes, and go take care of stuff that he was concerned about, or something that
maybe
might threaten his family. You can bet that Dean Jr. slept in the same room as Daddy Sam.
Yeah, you want to talk about a helicopter parent. Yikes.
Totally obnoxious helicopter parent. Thanks, Bill. I'm going to go
I'm gonna go, gosh, now everyone's pointing at everybody.
Nobody has a real question, they're just pointing at their friends.
I'm gonna go right here, Rainbow Mask. I like your beanie. Look at this open chair next to you.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question on my phone. Ramble if I actually look at
You have a question on your phone?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, just airdrop it to me. It's fine.
Our anxiety so I'm just going to read it. So I guess first...
You're okay. You're okay. You're good.
Hi. I'm fine. So I'm just going to read all of this. First, thank you, Jared, because your work with AKF and destigmatizing mental health is inspirational, honestly, and you and your portrayal of Sam helped me, and I know a lot of other people throughout all the years, so thank you for that. My question, though, is about the finale. So it was established in season 5 that Sam and Dean were both, because they shared a heaven, they were, at least Ash said that, at least inferred in the episode, that they were soulmates because they shared a heaven. Platonic soulmates, just to make sure to clarify. And I was just wondering, as you, Jared and Jensen, and Sam and Dean, is that something that you kept in mind throughout the rest of the show? That at least knowing in the future that they would be sharing a heaven? And is that part of the security they had in the finale after they kind of established their own routine?
Yeah.
Knowing that after the fact that they would be also sharing a heaven, because they didn't know that Jack would change it.
Sure.
And I guess also on top of that, after Dean died with Sam, is that something that he ever worried about, was going to heaven and knowing that he would...
I think we understand. Yeah, thank you. I think
Good question.
Sam and Dean,
It's good that she wrote it down as well, after hearing it.
Season 8 or 9 knew that they were going to be together one way or the other, whether on this planet or the next, and especially when Jack and Cass came along and wanted to offer their help. Like Heaven Bobby said, they had a big hand in heaven and making sure it could happen. So I do think that, I don't think Sam was worried that he would never see his brother again. I think he knew it was going to happen one way or the other.
Yeah, I think there was, you probably find that in that scene on the bridge. At the very end, there, Dean wasn't like, "Oh my gosh! What are you doing here? This is so weird!" Like an episode of the Californians, and, "What are you doing here?"
I will say that I broke out crying when he sensed Sam.
Right, and that was always meant to be like that. That moment was supposed to be like, yeah, Dean was supposed to be like, what took you so long? About time, kind of thing. Not, what are you doing? Yeah, so I think they knew. They knew that they would see each other again.
And on that note, we're out of time. Let's go. I'm sorry.
We're not going anywhere. We'll be back. I'll see you later. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Jensen Ackles and Jared
Just have to sing along when that comes on. Ah, that one was shorter. That one was only half an hour. I think the last time was an hour. Well, we got more up here. That's the main panel. That's the main panel. So maybe we go back, because I think this may be after the main panel, because it's the gold panel. Who knows? Who knows? We've got plenty of stuff to go through, plenty of things to watch. So it will all be okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, if you haven't seen it, you've enjoyed sitting here watching it with me. If you have seen it, hopefully you just enjoy my videos anyway, in general. Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check out the links in my description if you want to help support myself and the channel. Ooh, excuse me. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.